Hello and welcome to Vlogging with Champs. Today we are going to discuss some figures of speeches, and the first one which we have is personification. When an inanimated object or an abstract idea are spoken as if they were living beings, the figure of speech is personification. For example, opportunity knocks the door. Can really opportunity door knock कर सकती है? No. So next is the simile. When two unlike things are compared using the word as or like, the figure of speech is simile. For example, the river flows as silent as the night. The soul was like a star. And this is simile itself says that same. Okay. Next is metaphor, implied simile. Metaphor is also like simile but without using the words like or. For example, all the world's a stage. All the world is a stage without using word like or as. Another one is hyperbole, which means बड़ा चढ़ा के बोलना. जो चीज़ आप सीधे सीधे बोल सकते हो उसको भी बड़ा चढ़ा के बोलना, that is hyperbole. When an statement is exaggerated or overstated to create an effect, the figure of speech is hyperbole. She wept the oceans of tears. She wept the oceans of tears. इतना ज़्यादा ओशन की इतना पानी निकला है उसकी आंखों में से और उसने पोंछ दिया. ओहो, इट्स बड़ा चढ़ा के बोलना. नेक्स्ट, I am so hungry that I could eat a horse. मैं इतना भूखा हूँ कि मैं घोड़ा खा सकता हूँ. ये इतना भी भूखा नहीं हो सकता कोई कि घोड़ा खा ले. Okay. So on the first page we have done personification, simile, metaphor, and the hyperbole. Next one, fifth, I think, we have synecdoche. When single word represents the whole meaning, when the part of something is represented by the whole or the whole of something is represented by the part, is synecdoche. हाँ, definition आपको बहुत ज़्यादा बड़ा लग रहा होगा, but it's not actually word, collective words. अगर किसी सेंटेंस में आ जाए, that is synecdoche. Sometimes one word can represent the whole idea. एक ही word से आपको पूरा का पूरा पता चल जाता है कि वो पूरा पोएम बोलना क्या चाहता है. पोएम के हेडिंग से आपको पता चल जाएगा पूरी पोएम में क्या है. That is synecdoche. For example, India played well that day. India मतलब कौन? पूरी इंडिया खेली क्या? No, the whole country doesn't play the cricket match. Only the Indian cricket players they played. Apostrophe is when word is addressed to a person or inanimated object as it were living. That is the apostrophe. Next is tautology. It is unnecessary repetition of the same idea in different words. Simply एक sentence में एक synonym use किया है. One sentence contains pair of synonym is tautology. For example, it is foolish to waste our time uselessly. Foolish, waste our time uselessly. Waste and useless, both the words are same. We can use waste alternatively with uselessly. Our village is surrounded on all sides by our range of hills. Next is repetition. It is the use of same word in a line repeatedly, either for emphasis or for poetic effect. The feeling the feeling I don't have, I won't say I have. That is great. Antithesis. Antithesis is somewhat similar to tautology. Tautology में दो synonyms थे, antithesis में होने वाले दो opposite words. For example, man proposes, God disposes. Man करता है propose, God करता है dispose. The propose and dispose are two opposite words. To err is human and to forgive is divine. Human and divine. Opposite words again. Exclamation. When a strong feeling are expressed in the form of exclamation, the figure of speech is exclamation. Oh Lord! Exclamation mark. I have done to deserve this. This is an exclamation sentence. Next is climax. When the words or ideas are arranged in order of increasing importance. Listen, increasing importance. Climax means increasing importance. For example, great, wide, beautiful, wonderful world. He begs, he lies, he steals, he kills for gold. Exactly opposite to that is anticlimax. Opposite to climax and signifies a decent form of higher to lower. यहाँ पे क्लाइमैक्स में जब ये इंक्रीजिंग इंपॉर्टेंस में था तो यह एंटी क्लाइमैक्स में ये डिक्रीजिंग इंपॉर्टेंस में होगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, एट वन swell swoop he lost his wife, his children, his house and his dog. सी उसके लिए अपनी वाइफ को लॉस्ट करना सबसे बड़ी बात है, फिर चिल्ड्रंस को लॉस्ट करना बड़ी बात है, फिर हाउस, फिर डॉग. डिक्रीजिंग इंपॉर्टेंस. गेटिंग? Okay. Another one is alliteration. There is a pleasant repetition of the sound characterized by a letter or by a syllable. See, she wants her winding way. WWW, like that. Next is metonymy. A figure of speech is the substitution of attributes or suggestive words for what is actually meant. See, these words are just suggested instead of the words which we can use instead of something. That is matrimony. It doesn't mean synonyms. It means something different, means illogical kind of. You must address the chair. Yeah? What chair? Whom should I address? Chair, it means the personality to which I must address. There was a full bench at the hearing. The benches were full. Peoples were there, complete. Many of the peoples were present at the hearing. Inversion, it is the alteration of the normal word order. Inversion can sometimes or most often it could be grammatical mistakes. For example, under this stone was he buried. So simple structure is, was he buried under this stone? But the sentence structure is changed here. So under this stone was he buried. It is quite difficult or illogical kind of. Next is litotes. This is very amazing, very easy to remember. When one says I am not bad, it means he desires to claim that I am good. Example, remember gentlemen, I am not an ordinary man. It means that person wants to claim that I am extraordinary. He was not little shocked. He was extremely disturbed. Like that. Interrogation. Yeah, the word simply means question, which is without expectation of any answer. Example, who will send the boy to the school? Question mark. Next one is onomatopoeia, a word that inspired by the sound of living or inanimated beings in nature or emit those sounds. Can you hear the clicks coming from the roof? And my watch ticks loudly. The bell rangs. The words which define the sound of various objects. And the sentence which contains the sounds, words like this, is onomatopoeia. Next one is oxymoron, is a phrase that uses two contradictory or opposing terms in the same phrase. The girl next door is pretty ugly. She is pretty also and ugly also. What kind of? It is illogical sentence. Yeah, that is oxymoron. Oxymoron, when two opposite words. It's not like two opposite words similar to antithesis, but it's different. It is two different ideas. The girl next door is pretty ugly. The phrases are telling the girl is pretty ugly. The girl lives beside to me is terribly nice. She is terrible or nice. Okay. Next is pun, is a joke based on interplay of homophones. For example, I dropped an electron somewhere. Are you sure? Yes, I'm positive. See, whenever an atom is dropping its electron, the positive charge increases, and that's why I drop an electron somewhere. Are you sure? Yes, I'm positive. It's so funny. Next one we have is paradox, is a figure of speech seems to contradict itself. It's contradicting itself. It's refusing the truth. For example, life is too much important to be taken seriously. Save money by spending it. Can anybody save money by spending the money itself? No. So